Hi, my name is Katharina. I talk about mental health, mindset, fashion, and my life as an Austrian German girl who moved to the US for love. Honestly, a lot has happened since I moved here 2.5 months ago. Time flies, it's absolutely insane and crazy, and I am learning to embrace uncertainty and the unknown. And honestly, this sounds extremely philosophical, but it's very, very hard. In my last video, I got asked a lot why I want to share these very personal thoughts I have so honestly on the internet. And I would like to answer that here as well. Honestly, because I am absolutely done hiding. I do not want to be afraid of people seeing me try. I used to think that I need to be the most healed version of myself to even have space to even talk about feelings and everything else, basically. But honestly, I just love trying new things. And if you try new things, you probably know you suck in the beginning. And I do not want to be afraid anymore to just suck a little bit in the beginning and also to fail, privately or publicly. Because honestly, this is what makes us human. We make decisions that we thought at that time would be a good idea, and later we realize they maybe were not the greatest idea ever. I am also currently getting ready for a Halloween party tonight, and if you stay tuned, you're gonna find out what costume I'm gonna wear. We always ask, what should I do? Is this a good idea? How will this work out? Will this work out? And honestly, the reality is that most things in life are incredibly uncertain. Actually, the only thing you can really control is how you react to the outcome of things. So how do you make a decision, like moving somewhere new and starting completely over? I used to struggle severely to make my own decisions. And often, honestly, I would just wait until someone else makes a decision for me, and then of course I didn't like the outcome. It took me starting my own business to realize I really need to change. And I did workshops on this topic. I had a coach actually helping me how to learn how to make decisions. So now, every time I make a decision, I ask myself, is this choice actually supporting the life I want to have? The clearer you know what you want and what your values are, the easier it is to make decisions. I personally also think that you should make your decisions also with your emotions, not just logical. Because honestly, your emotional side a lot of times tells you what you actually want and not what society or people around you may want for you. Also, what is up with these blue extensions here? Why are they not straight? I have a rule. I do not make big decisions if I'm in emotional distress. And when I get new opportunities, for example, the store opened for me to move to the love of my life and spend my life now in the US, then I ask myself, is this exciting me? And is it scary at the same time? Because probably it is scary, but is it also exciting to me? And if it's the combination, that for me personally means that it's a really good balance of emotional and logical side. It is also pretty normal to regret a decision you're making. It's actually even more normal to ask yourself if this was a good decision that you just made. And honestly, I feel like if you don't make the decision at all and you just wait for someone else to make it, it's probably worse than the decision you could have made. And also you learn so much from making decisions that turn out really well, but also making decisions that turn out pretty bad. Honestly, in the last 2.5 months that I've been here, had a lot of times where I really thought if I maybe made a bad decision. But let's start from the beginning. My first day in the US, I basically just spent crying. And then being super excited and being super sad again. It was an absolute whirlwind of emotions. And I did not feel welcome and I had a whole crisis. But our wedding was in 2 weeks, so I had to hardcore plan weddings. Because if you know anything about weddings, they're very stressful and it's a lot of time and a lot of energy to plan them. So we needed to get this wedding planned. Honestly, one of the biggest moments I had after moving here was pressing this button and telling the Austrian state that I officially moved to the US. Especially the week before our wedding was very hard for me personally. My grandma had passed away and I could only watch her funeral via live stream. My grandma was so stunning and always such an elegant lady. She is the reason why I love jewelry and very nice porcelain or china. So I already said my goodbyes in Austria, but still, not being able to be with my family on that day, specifically that day, was very hard. This is not turning on. Okay, why not? And to be very honest, my 30th birthday and my graduation was already kind of overshadowed by her being so sick. I was honestly very afraid that my wedding is going to be overshadowed too. I felt incredibly selfish for this thought. My family came to the US for my wedding. We even packed my granddad, which was awesome. Honestly, seeing him have the time of his life at our wedding was so heartwarming for me. The day before our wedding, we had our rehearsal lunch at Stardust Diner, where Broadway performers sing and dance for you while you have your meal. And it was so much fun. Also, I need to show you a rehearsal lunch outfit, wearing a corset top that I found secondhand and white jeans, and Zane is wearing this cute linen dress shirt with, for some reason, naked people on there. So much of our life is making decisions, and I think a good decision is a decision that you make with your emotions and your logical brain, where you think that this will make your life better in the future and it also aligns with your values. Another really important decision you have to do in your life is what kind of friends you have. And this wedding showed me again I have really awesome friends. My two best friends came from Austria and Germany to New York to help me prepare the wedding and also just be there. And honestly, they were my absolute lifesavers. So every decision we make is a mixture of logic, heart, and values. And honestly, looking back, it's easy to question if we made the right choices. But life is about moving forward. Decisions help shape who we are, but more importantly, they shape who we are becoming. Are you ready to watch me make one of the biggest life decisions you can make? If yes, tune in next Friday for my in-depth wedding talk, where I spill all the tea about our New York City wedding. And thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked this video, and see you next Friday. And wait, because now you will see the whole Halloween outfit.